in the booth. And ladies and gentlemen, happy Halloween. We have our first ever Halloween special. And without further ado, to my left today, he is wearing black pants, black boots, black sweatshirt, black jacket, black beanie, and we've got about 1,400 white feathers all over him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Harry to the show.
Yeah. Am I supposed to introduce you too?
Go
Marv?
for it, yeah.
All right, he's wearing, first of all, you really wouldn't for this, buddy, but he's got multiple layers of jackets, the outsidemost being a corduroy dark brown. He's got the crowbar, cannot forget it, the poke-through finger gloves, a spray-painted wig that should never see the light of day again, and a big ol' mark of an iron to the face. We got my partner in crime, my literal PIC, Marv.
Marv, yeah, here we go.
I was like, oh shit, which one are you? I forget.
We are off, and that's right. This hair is spray painted. I'm already feeling the effects because I spray painted it about an hour and a half ago. I've already got a headache, so it's going to be a fun podcast. Marv, Harry.
Yeah, we're not good at, I can't remember which one's which.
Let's see that hand.
Oh, yeah.
Show the cameras. Now it's official. We asked, you guys answered. There are actually several people who wanted to see the wet bandits.
Hey, I can't reach that far. All my feathers will fly.
And everybody else wanted to see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift or Ken and Barbie. And we said, hell no to that. So here we are. Favorite Christmas movie, one of them. How many times have you seen Home Alone?
Oh, close to 200, I would say.
Now,
Big
Home
fan.
Alone is probably one of the only series of movies that does not disappoint with the more movies they create.
That is a false statement.
Okay.
Home Alone 1.
And we're up.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and call you out right there. Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2, correct.
Fantastic.
Lost in New York, elite. You ever
Exactly.
seen Home Alone 3?
Yes. With the kid?
Exactly. You don't even know his name, and you're trying to tell me that it's good?
I enjoyed it.
So you're lying.
All right.
No,
but one
no
and
feathers
two.
for you. No feathers for you.
But we can say that 1 and 2 are both.
Oh, elite.
Exactly.
Donald Trump is in the second one, which I find hysterical.
He is. He is.
And also, that movie, number 2, made me want to go to the Plaza Hotel.
Loved it.
They like painted as if, well, I mean, it is a really nice hotel. I'm not trying to knock it, but like the Disney World for adults.
I love how, too, in the movie, when they check in, all you got to do is bring a credit card and just go
Yeah.
over the paper.
There
and they're
was
like,
no-
okay, we'll check in 7 days if this actually works.
Yeah, I was thinking that there's no, well, first of all, the entire premise of Home Alone 1 and 2 does not exist anymore because of cell phones. So now if you would have woken up and your mom forgot you on a family vacation, you'd be like, yo, I was in the attic. Where are you at, mom? End of story. End of movie. No cinematic plots, nothing, no burglars. So that doesn't exist. But then the other thing, when you get to the second one and he's like high rolling spending, nobody checks if this dude even has a dad. They're just
I
like,
know.
yeah, his dad's rich. It's fine.
Well, there's a lot of things in that movie that might not be too realistic. For instance, Marv and Harry should have been killed in the first movie.
Yeah. Like
14
crowbars.
times.
That thing that swings down from the ceiling and like knocks him all the way down a flight of steps.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you don't just like get up after that.
Which is the worst injury you think they had? Immediately, I think of Marv stepping on the nail, and then he falls back
yes.
all the way down the stairs, hits his
Yes.
head, should be unconscious, but then he just gets right back up, pulls a nail directly out of his foot, and then
It
walks
just like
upstairs.
keeps on mobbing. He's like, fuck this little kid. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Like, this dude is really dedicated. I think Harry, when he gets his head lit on fire and then sticks it in a casual toilet,
Yeah.
stands back up and it's just like, all right, we got him now.
Yeah.
What?
And then Marv goes through the window, but he just doesn't look that there's like 4 ornaments just sitting there.
Yeah, but yeah, all of it is bad. And not for nothing, but neither Harry or Marv are in any sort of physical shape that would make them able to like sustain this lifestyle. And also, not for nothing, it's like an 8-year-old.
I know. I
That's
want to
beating
know
them.
the age. Can we Google the age of those guys? Because I feel like I'm probably at the age
I was
that
gonna-
Marv was actually
Probably.
in that movie.
Well, and I feel like, it's kind of like a running joke now on the internet that old movies and videos and everything, like that Father of the Bride, and the parents are supposed to be 45 years old. They look 70.
I know.
Like, back in the day when you were in your 40s, it was just like, you might as well start digging your grave. I'm like, why was that a thing back then?
But if kids were watching this or watching this
If
right
you
now on
are
YouTube and they're watching us,
They're like, they look old.
they look old. Yeah.
If you're older than Harry and Marv right now, I pee my pants.
I was going to say, I'm probably close to Marv. I'm 37. He's probably, I think, between 37 to 41 in that movie. I don't know his actual acting name, but
I don't know them at all. I don't think, has that dude ever had another movie ever?
he's been in something else. I can't remember.
I know Harry has. We see Harry all the time.
Do we? Is he dead?
My cousin Vinny. Are you?
Is he dead?
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
Oh my God, maybe. I haven't kept up with
Look at Marv now. Man.
You got a bright future, Shawn.
Daniel Stern is his name.
How old is he? 66.
Okay, so it's going to be pretty close because this movie was made
1990/93. I can't remember which one. 92. In between 90 and 93.
So 23 years minus 66.
Do that math, buddy. February.
We got any people good with numbers in the studio?
He was 33.
And he's now 66.
Oh, so yeah, minus 33.
So he was
My age.
your age. So I'm older. I'm older than Marv. That is wild.
God, I don't like this game anymore. Let's move on. What's the next subject?
I'm convinced that every Christmas that Macaulay Culkin is the #1 Google searched person in the world. I do it every year. I'm like, what is Macaulay Culkin up to now?
Really?
Yes.
He's married to Brenda Song from the Disney Channel and they have children.
I know. He kind of made a comeback. He made a really big downfall.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like really bad.
That happens when you're a child star.
Yeah, the biggest. Was he the
He
biggest?
was the biggest.
The
Yeah.
biggest ever, do we think?
I think that's a bold statement, but I wouldn't.
Lindsay Lohan was a big one.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know, like Punky Brewster is like the only one I know before that.
Yeah.
But I was also, a zygote. So give me a second. I wasn't really functioning in the brain compartment. Who's Nicholas Hoult? I don't even know who that is.
And Macaulay Culkin's still living off of his.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He could live off of Home Alone 1 for the rest of his life.
Well, didn't he get into something with his parents too, where they're taking his money?
Of course. I mean, I don't know the logistics, but I'm sure.
Yeah, we should have
It's a
done
wild, wild
research
west.
on
Yeah, we
Macaulay
didn't
Culkin.
research. Okay, listen, our costumes look good, guys. That's all that matters. We don't know much about the intricacies of the actual actors.
But the greatest series of all time from start to finish.
Okay.
All right.
Spoke that at Shawn Booth.
That's right.
Don't put my name next to that.
That's a fact. Well, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Wherever you're tuning in from. Maybe you're tuning in from Rockford, Illinois. I believe that's where the Home Alone house is. Don't fact check me on that, but it's in Chicago.
It is.
And they just sold it recently, a couple years ago.
You ever seen that meme that started circulating that was just like, the older I get and the more I watch Home Alone, the more I wonder what Mr. McAllister did for a living to be able to afford a full vacation to Paris, France for 9 family members and live in this house?
Maybe.
Those are the that's how you know you're getting old, is when you're trying to enjoy a childhood classic and you're thinking about the guy's mortgage.
What is the equivalent today for kids growing up? We have Home Alone. They have what?
Elf? What's that creepy one you love?
Oh, the Polar Express?
Yeah.
How's that creepy? It's like
Because
the least creepiest one out there.
Shawn, I do not trust anything that looks that realistic that isn't.
Tommy Hanks.
You mean to tell me that Tom Hanks isn't actually? No, I can't. I don't like that. Nope. We'll get to that when it's Christmas. We're still on Halloween, buddy.
What was your favorite Halloween costume ever? Besides this one right here that you're sitting in.
I have
as a
had some
kid?
pretty. Oh, it has to be as a child?
No, just whatever.
Okay. I've had some pretty fantastic Halloween costumes, I do have to say. Honorable mention, I was Hulk Hogan when I chopped my hair into a bob. So like I already had white short hair. That was pretty elite. But I do have to say my favorite Halloween costume, which I'm sure I will get canceled or I would have gotten canceled. I don't know. In college now, I don't think you can dress like this. They'd probably shoot you out back. But I was a Siamese twin with my best friend. And so we had a giant dress that we bought from Walmart. And so we had a wine bag underneath the dress where you slap the bag. And at some points throughout the night of the party, I would like look over and she wouldn't be the one in the dress with me, which is just like pretty par for the course when it comes to a college celebration. Let me see if I can find a picture because I know I have it on my Instagram right on the front page. We got so many compliments But I just want everyone to sit and think about the logistics that we did not think about before we dedicated ourselves to this is how do you pee attached to someone else?
That's a great question. Did you just
walk me through it, Shawn? What do you think?
You got to go together. You come to the bathroom together. You hop
but
out
then
together.
that's the easy part. Think about
one stands next to the toilet and you sit on the toilet.
So one's going to be standing and one's sitting and wearing the same dress?
One's squatting next to you to get nice and low so then you can sit.
It's not cute. And I don't recommend it, but man, was it hysterical. I thought I was going to pee my pants. Here it is.
Okay, let's see it. Wow. That's, you made those?
Yeah. We had converses. I don't know which camera is better. This is my best friend, Lauren. She listens to the podcast every Monday. She's my biggest fan. Shout out to Lauren. So we have that. Underneath it is a dress from Walmart. And then we got a 4X t-shirt, cut the neck. So she went out one side, I went out the other. Wore our matching Converse and just absolutely fucked it up in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, man.
So at some points, though, she would disappear out of the dress. And then somebody would pop up.
Like Lauren's a social butterfly. So she was out at the party, like, I don't know, trying to fight people, drink, who knows. And so I was just like minding my own business and I look over. Specifically, there was a man that was dressed like a police officer that made an appearance once. I have a picture somewhere on my Facebook that I will not show you, but it was a good time. I think that's my favorite Halloween costume.
College Halloween was pretty wild.
And it was like 3 costumes a weekend.
I know. I feel like you still do that now, though.
I do?
Yeah. You got
I dressed as a disco person for my cousin's party. Today I'm Harry. This is it. This is all I have.
This is all you got?
Yeah, I'm going to be working on actual Halloween. I don't have any more parties, so take a good look, ladies and gentlemen.
What is the worst costume for a female in general, do you think? Let's do the absolute worst. The absolute worst costume out there.
You go first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. I think the absolute worst costume is when you get to a certain age, and this probably can go for both male and females, when they just throw on a jersey and they're like, I'm Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's no effort. That's just like my wife drugged me to be here and I'm a fucking miserable human. But, you know, I'm also single and not married. So what the fuck do I know?
And sitting here with feathers that you pulled out.
I'm also dressed as a man on a podcast on a YouTube channel with some guy I met at a gym a couple years ago. So I'm not sure that I'm the one you want to come to for life advice. Can you tell it ain't an edible before I got here?
Yes. Here we go.
I'm sweating.
How about Alex?
You seem really excited.
This weekend? TBD.
I'm still trying to convince Alex to dress up. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Not dressing up to a costume party.
You can't do that. Get the fuck out. I've said the F word like 4 times already. I'm sorry. But don't be that guy, Alex.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Don't be that guy. It's once a year. Like, stay home or go all out. Don't do this in between BS. Especially when you got a +1 in tow who might be into it. You know what I mean?
+2 in tow for him.
Hey, I don't know if that's public knowledge, is it? Oh, okay. All right. Hey, let's celebrate.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
breaking news.
Edit that out. Edit that out.
The booth. That's you got to do it. I think you got to do it. And then you almost stand out more if you don't. I
was just going to say, if you're either that or they're trying to stand out more and they just like want to be that guy. But it's like, if you don't dress up, this is how I feel the same way about when you go to a game night and someone like doesn't want to participate.
Yeah.
Why'd you come?
Don't come.
It's game night.
Yeah.
I'm just not very competitive. Then get out.
Yeah.
Like, what? This isn't high tea, dude. Get out of here. I don't know. So that's what I have to feel about that. I still have not come up with the worst costume for anything, but
okay.
I really don't like when couples do really gross costumes together. I'm like, we get it. You guys have sex, but like, have you seen the ones that are like...
It's like an outlet and a plug?
Yes. Like that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. No, but I don't know if I want to describe the one I'm talking about. I just saw it recently and I was like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
What was it?
His face is all red and she has a red crotch.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, we get it. You guys.
So she dropped like a cherry pie on her.
I guess,
Right?
I don't know what that is, but I guess I'll go home and Google that later in my public browser. I just don't like those type of people. I just like, we get it. You're a couple. We know you penetrate one another. We don't need you to act it out for us on Halloween. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Am I alone in that? I just feel like that's also reaching. Like, that's worse than the guy who doesn't dress up.
What if you landed a boyfriend that was 6'5", looked like JJ Watt, and he was like, "Hey,
I'm tired of you saying the word JJ Watt. I can't imagine these people listening.
Let's do a couple costume."
Okay.
You do it.
I would not do the bloody mouth shit.
Would you do Peter Pan and Tinkerbell?
Hell yeah.
All right.
But I would be Peter Pan and he'd be Tinkerbell.
That's good.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm down for couples costumes. I'm not hating on that. Let's be very clear about that. I think couple costumes, I mean, I'm in one right now.
That's right.
It is
You
like
are. Yeah.
the first gay couple of the 90s that was publicly accepted. You know what I mean? Got out of prison, loving on each other. Heck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting canceled after this episode.
Just keep going. Keep going. Let her rip.
Let her rip. Anyways, so that's what I have to say about gross. Don't be gross. You know, like
What
be
about the
gross in a
sexy
funny way.
costumes?
Again, I mean, be sexy. You want to be like a sexy cop? Go for it.
Yeah.
If that's what really gets you going, I think that has a shelf life when like you're in college. Absolutely. You should be a sexy nurse. But like if you're 35 being a sexy nurse, I'm like, Jesus, pray for you.
There's like sexy everything. Any costume store you go to.
But
it's just
there's
like,
an extent of like a little sexy. And then there's like, you have nipple tape pasties on and you're
Yeah.
like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Nope. Pretty sure I've seen the movies. There's no nipple pasties there.
yeah, I've seen like sexy Gumby,
What?
sexy soda can, anything sexy you can do.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, listen, if the theme calls for it, though, I feel like somewhere like Andrew's going to Soho House, I feel like there's going to be a lot of sexy fill in the blank costumes here because it's like a sexy crowd. It's a young crowd. It's a wealthy crowd. And I feel like they're going to go all out.
Yeah,
Like you can't not bring your A game to that party.
that's true. He's got his A game. He's going to be ready. What was your trick-or-treating experience like growing up? You guys get into it big time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one of the things I look forward to if I ever grow up and settle down is to live in a neighborhood that has great trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
I don't know much, and I'm sure that I'll get roasted because I don't have kids and you're not allowed to have an opinion about kids unless you have one. But I'm not sure people do like trunk or treat now. They don't do the trick-or-treating in the neighborhood as much anymore.
What does
Have you
that
heard
mean?
that?
Trunk
So
or
like
treat.
they go to parking lots and people open up their trunks and kids go in the parking lot and like go up to the cars and trick or treat with family and friends. And it's like
Interesting.
a safer environment. And I don't know if that's just younger kids or like if just churches put it on and it's just an event. It's not actually trick or treating, but I've heard that has made quite a comeback. I don't know. Comeback's not the word because it never happened before, but an uprise.
Yeah.
I loved trick-or-treating, and I feel like it was kind of alternating between like the moms would stay in the driveway and pass out the trick-or-treat and the dads would walk with us or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I never really went unsupervised until I was old enough, but it was fun. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't fun for my parents, but it was fun for me.
Yeah. No, they probably loved it. Yeah, it's the best. It's so much fun.
Did you grow up with a lot of kids in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Neighborhood is the word I was
We
trying to say.
did. And then we would go around to like other neighborhoods in town.
Yes.
And I remember like,
The rich people.
yeah, you go to the big houses. And I think we're probably like maybe 10 where we can go off on our own,
Yeah.
9, 10. Does that sound about right? What's the cutoff for trick or treating? 12, 13?
Sure. Yeah.
Because
I feel like
middle school
teenagery.
is still like,
No, I feel like I went trick-or-treating in middle school.
yeah.
I feel like high school, it kind of switched to like a Halloween dance or like we're going to a Halloween party.
Right.
So I feel like the urge to trick or treat was less. But I also had a brother that was 5 years younger than me. So I feel like I held on to a lot of those child traditions maybe longer than someone who didn't have younger siblings,
Yeah, that's true.
which was fine. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I'm a good timestamp there.
I love handing out candy when I moved to my new house. And I'm like, I made an effort. I want to be the king size candy bar guy.
Do you dress up when you pass out candy at your house?
Well, no. So here's the thing, though. I go and I get a huge bowl, and it's all my favorite candies growing up. It's Reese's Pieces, Butterfingers, Kit Kats, and peanut butter cups. I get all those in king size.
okay.
So it's like, because I could remember to this day the king size people that we'd go to as kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the last 2 years, I've set it up, got excited, spent all this money on the candy, and not a single person will walk up my driveway to come get the candy. I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. They're all doing trunk or treat.
No, my neighborhood, they all set up at the bottom of their driveway.
Oh,
I'm like, you guys are lazy.
No, get your ass out of. You stop being lazy. Go down.
Me?
Get the candy from.
I'm the one like, hey, if you work a little bit,
You're the creepy old single man with no children or a wife giving out king-size candy bars, and you can't be bothered to walk down to the bottom of your driveway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna set up. No, I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to do that.
That's probably why they're not showing up to your front door, Booth. You're dressed like that.
Or
You got no kids around. They're like, yeah, we're not going to this guy's house.
Kids these days are just a little lazy.
Okay.
You walk up the hill and then you get a king-size candy bar. It's like a nice little reward.
Did you have to walk barefoot in the snow both ways to school too?
Yeah, I did actually.
Get off your soapbox. Hey, how about you try something new this year since you've gone 0 for 2? Maybe this one.
Maybe I set up a table halfway down the driveway.
Or maybe you just go to the bottom of the driveway like everybody else and be a good neighbor.
Yeah, no.
Weren't you doing it for the glory of being the king-sized candy bar dude anyway?
I am, but I'm also like very stubborn, and I'm like, yeah, just walk up the damn driveway.
Okay, well, those kids are obviously out-stubborning you. So how's your income spent on candy bars that you don't give away?
The tough part is that then I have a candy bar bowl in my house for the next week, and I end up eating all of them.
That reminds me, I made cookies, and I was going to bring them in for you guys today, and I completely forgot.
Yeah, what was in those cookies?
Oh, they're good. It was good batch. Chocolate chip and caramel little thingies.
Yeah, how many grams of THC?
0.
Really?
No, they're just cookies, yeah.
Okay.
They're just delicious, just a snack. I love baking, and I got to go back on the road now, so I'm going to be not cooking and baking and all that stuff. So I was trying to get it all in before I left because I miss it.
You know where we are every week.
I'll bring them back.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were going to have a full house today. I definitely would have brought them, but.
Full house. How do you feel about haunted houses?
What a transition. That was super smooth.
Smooth.
How do I feel about haunted houses? I love haunted houses. I do. I feel like I remember when I went to school in Michigan. Michigan does the fall, I think, in general, right? Like they have the pumpkin patches and the apple cider everything, but the weather matches as well.
Yeah.
The leaves are changing and it's a crisp 55 degrees, not 85 like it is here. And they had a haunted house that you had to sign a waiver. There was like, I think a scare tactic. They can't really hurt you, can they?
There's a house here in Tennessee that makes you sign, it's like 20 or 30 pages. It is called the Macamee Manor. And if you make it out and survive the haunted house, you get $20,000. And nobody's ever done it. And
so
the
what are they doing in there?
They are just torturing you, causing physical harm.
Okay.
And will do anything they can to make sure you don't finish. And nobody's completed it.
They're just beating the shit out of you inside this like random rundown barn?
Yes. It's in Tennessee.
What?
You guys never heard of this?
Is this real? Why don't these
real.
people have families or friends? What is happening? Yeah, why would you voluntarily be like, you know, it's a good idea this Saturday for me to get the shit beat out of me in a random barn with my girlfriend? Why?
Yeah, well, it's like, well, what are those guys into, the ones that put it on? Like, they can legally torture you.
No. See, I think, yeah, those people definitely have bodies in their basement. We should do a background check. But I think they're less weird than the people who are volunteering to go to it.
Would you do it?
Fuck no, Booth. What kind of question is that?
This terrifying haunted house will give you $20,000 if you can make it to the end, but nobody ever has. It's in Somerton, Tennessee, and it's being claimed as the world's scariest haunted house. And all it costs to enter is a bag of dog food. Russ McAmee, the owner and mastermind behind the manor, has 5 dogs to feed.
Yeah, because those are the ones that eat the bodies when they're done with it.
The haunted house has several eye-popping preconditions. Contestants who want to enter must get a letter from their doctor asserting that they are physically and mentally fit, and there's a drug test the day of. Signing the 40-page contract alone takes 3 to 4 hours.
Wait, hold on. You have to do all this and you can't be on drugs?
Oh, and you have to have medical insurance because you'll probably get hurt.
Okay, this is wrong. These people are... Who's doing this? Let's get someone who has done this on the show. I want to hear them.
I sent them an email. I haven't heard back. His name's Russ.
Yeah, because everybody's dead. That is
he didn't
dumb.
reach back out. So, yeah, I think they'll just do whatever they can besides, killing you. But I think if you die, then they're still, it's like, hey.
You probably still did sign the waiver that says if you accidentally die, that's on you, buddy, not us.
Yeah. And I guess like a ton of people have tried it, Navy SEALs and everything. I think they just won't let you make it to the end.
Yeah, this seems like a very dumb after-school activity. So I changed my answer. I do like haunted houses that are cute and entertaining and can be scary. Maybe a few jump scares here and there, but everybody makes it out alive. And I don't have to sign a 40-page waiver, and I don't have to take a drug test.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I've thought about it.
You fucking would. Shawn, do you need to speak to someone? What's going on? Why would you ever even contemplate that?
I don't know. Just to say, tried it. You know?
No, I don't know. Please tell me more.
Yeah. No, I don't.
You know what else you could try? Anything else.
Yeah. But it's only a bag of dog food. That's all I gotta use to enter.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember haunted houses because I was a kid. Loved them. Nowadays, I'm like, there was one here in Nashville as well by, you know, that Halloween store, the huge one.
Spirit Halloween?
No. What,
Nissan Stadium's about to be one of those next year.
is it? Oh, yeah. That's a good joke. Yeah, sure is.
Wow, what a waste of a joke.
That was good. That was,
Wow.
yeah. How much money those people make a month during Halloween? Then it's just empty the rest of the year.
I mean, enough to make it until next year. They just use like abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
Old Kmart's, RIP. Rip.
Yeah. But anyways, there's the one that I went to a few years ago. I'm like, it was kind of scary, but also kind of scary in the fact that you hear like gunshots and everything. And you're like, wait a minute.
Is that real or not? We don't know.
Yeah. In the world today. So
I think the older I get, maybe I just become a little more comfortable in the cozy fall feeling and like the cute pumpkin patch and hot chocolate vibe than the slasher horror haunted house trick-or-treating vibes that I used to have when I was younger.
yeah.
Because I do feel like I used to like it a lot more than I do now.
Yeah.
And I don't know that anything has drastically changed other than I'm just old.
Yeah. Did you know, fun fact, the most pumpkins in one area at one time in the world was Keene State College, Keene, New Hampshire, where I went. They had a pumpkin fest every year, and it was the most amount of pumpkins in one area. And then it got canceled because people just went crazy one year. And then they got
Way too many pumpkins.
way too many pumpkins, and they had riots and cops, and it was terrible. Then it was done. But that was like the biggest event that our college had, Pumpkin Fest, Keene, New Hampshire.
Why does everybody always
Google
got to
it.
ruin it?
Yeah.
There's always got to be that one guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, Keene State getting wild with pumpkins. I think that calls for more feathers.
Yeah. Where'd you get those? Your pillow, you said?
Yeah. I cut open my pillow on my couch. It's an old one. Oh, there's one. And I just slit open the corner just a bit, pulled them all out, glued them to my head, brought extra for pizzazz and dramatic flair. And here we are, 28 minutes in. I'm not looking back, buddy.
I love how, too, on your hands, when he grabs the doorknob,
Mhm.
he just holds it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's not exactly smart. He can't outsmart an 8-year-old. You don't think this guy's like really rolling in it?
No.
No, exactly.
I think you're the one that told me, or you maybe have said this fact,
Oh.
that the movie in Home Alone
Oh, yeah.
was actually made just for Home Alone and not a
Yes,
real movie.
That is not a real movie. Isn't that a fun fact? I feel like,
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
yeah, that was all filmed to like be played on the TV in black and white that he keeps watching. Doesn't he watch it in both movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a real movie.
That's
But as a
wild.
kid, I kind of just assumed it was an old movie I'd never seen, a black and white one. You know?
I thought so too.
Yeah, like added to the list. But it's not. Fun fact in case you guys didn't know. I love a fun fact. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Like, I don't know what you're going to say next. I can't take you seriously with this shit on your face either, but I'm really trying to be professional here today, ladies and gentlemen.
I think, yeah, that came out good. Machine Meg at the gym, she was working out. I'm like, hey, are you a good artist? Can you draw an
She has a
iron on my
child.
face?
I feel
yeah.
like that's close enough. I feel like that instills some sort of creativity in you.
Yeah, she's like, all right, now I got to go back to being a lawyer.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Cash.
yeah,
Thanks for arts and crafts time.
you're welcome.
No, you're saying that to her.
Yeah,
You
that's what I
don't
was
say
saying.
welcome.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Did you eat an edible?
yeah, I think so.
It's the spray paint from the
It's
wig.
getting to me, huffing the paint. I didn't even have to show my card for spray paint. I thought you have to do that nowadays.
Buddy.
Your
yeah,
license?
if you look like you're close to 18, you haven't looked like that in decades.
Damn.
Am I wrong?
No, I'm
No.
older than Marv.
Dude, they're my age. That is wild. They don't look 33.
Not Harry. Harry's got to be older.
Well, yeah, we didn't look that up. We just
Yeah.
looked up Marv. But that, yeah, I'm the same age as Marv. Man, Marv needs a skincare routine. What is he doing?
Yeah.
And like a beard comb. But you know what? No hate, man. You do you. It's working out well. He's still living off that movie, so joke's on me. I watch it every year and put money in his pocket.
How much money do you think guys like that make on that movie? Every year they just get checks?
Yes, but
Based
I used to
off
think it was more off royalties, off
Yeah.
views. But I used to think it was more until all that stuff happened with the writer strike, and I like learned more about streaming and syndicated shows and everything. I mean, I would never claim to be a professional, but it is interesting. There are people who are part of shows and series that have become nostalgic, and people rewatch them every year or sometimes on a loop. Like, I don't know, Friends, Gilmore Girls, all those ones that are on streaming services. And it's kind of sad to find out that people who are in it aren't making as much money as I had assumed, but
Yeah, because I wonder how much they made prior to the Netflixes and the streaming stations.
I think more because you had to go out and buy a physical copy of the movie.
And then everybody gets a percentage of that. Or if
Right.
it's being played on TV like TBS.
Right. I'm sure there's some sort of like contract agreement. Like you get paid X amount of dollars when it streams on TBS for the months of November and December.
Huh.
Right?
I don't know.
We
Did
should
you-
have done more research before this episode.
Did you watch that movie I sent you that we talked about last podcast, Strangers?
No,
You going to?
probably not.
Okay. All right.
Actually, that's not true. I might because, like I said, I'm on the road for Halloween and I will have some downtime. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll watch a scary movie in my hotel room.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the West Coast. Don't ask me which day is what. I don't know. I'm going to the West Coast for a couple weeks.
And you head today?
Tomorrow.
Nice.
Tomorrow. Jet setting, baby. I'm not ready to get back out on the road, but I am at the same time. So I'm trying not to think about it too much.
Not excited?
I am, but it's a lot. It's a physical job. And I the only thing I'm not excited about is the lack of sleep. I don't sleep a lot and it does add up, and I'm going to be away from home for weeks at a time. And it is a strenuous job. I have said it many, many times here and in real life, and I love it, but you got to be like mentally ready. It's not like you just clock in 9 to 5 and get to go home and go back to your regular life. It's quite a change.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple days off. Like I've had a whole week off. That's the longest I've had since the middle of August.
When these guys and artists play out on the road during holidays like Halloween, does everybody dress up?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the camp. It's not like mandatory, but we're fun. So,
Right.
and I work in the production office. There's one other woman, her name's Kelsey, that I work with. And we do our best to try and make things fun when they're on the road because people are away from their families. We try and make sure we remember everybody's birthday. They get a cake and a coffee and all those things just to try and make them feel special.
Mhm.
And same with, Halloween. I don't think everybody's going to go balls to the wall with their costumes, but
Right.
it's fun to break up the monotony of load in and load out. I can't speak for everybody else. I can just only speak for us.
Yeah. Nice.
Am I boring you? Like, do you need a nap? What's going on here?
No, I don't know what else to talk about for Halloween.
What's your favorite candy bar? You said Reese's Pieces and all those. You didn't even list the best one, which is super rude.
What's that?
Take 5.
Take 5. That's not even in the top 10 Halloween candy.
Name 10 right now then.
All right. Peanut butter cup, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Hershey's, Snickers,
Mm.
Baby Ruth.
Are you what?
These are
You should immediately jail. Baby Ruth in the top 10.
Sour Patch Kids. I'm just naming 10.
I said name the top 10. You said
all right, take off Baby Ruth and throw in Crunch Bar. That's 7.
I don't know if that's any better. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Twizzlers, which I don't like. 9. I'm gonna go with
Max security prison for listing Twizzlers in the top 10 candies.
What about
Max
that
security.
mint? The
York peppermint patty.
yeah. Are those still around?
Remember when they used to have those creepy commercials like, what would you do? Oh no, that was a Klondike bar.
Klondike bars.
No, peppermint patties were when they would like breathe and they would get like goosebumps on their arm. Do you remember those commercials?
I don't.
They stuck with me.
Klondike bars though. They
Klondike
had a
bars
huge,
is not a candy bar.
successful marketing program there.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? What was that jingle?
Yeah. What would you do for a Klondike
We're
bar?
missing some sort of for a Klondike bar.
bar.
There it is. I was like, we're
Yeah.
missing a little bit of beats there.
Yeah.
Wow, good
That was
for
almost
them.
as good as $5 footlongs.
All right. Oh, let's not talk about that.
Why?
You ever watch that documentary?
Yeah, I did recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bad motherfucker.
He was disgusting
He was
in
gross.
all assets of life.
And his whole career, he was just enabled to do whatever. I mean, people knew about it.
Yeah.
It was terrible. His whole shtick was going around working with kids.
I just almost made a really bad
When did they get rid of $5 footlongs?
Probably when they put him in prison. They're like, we can't associate this marketing with this literal child predator.
Yeah, he was bad.
Yeah, I mean, the 90s were a wild time. Was that 90s or 2000s?
2000s.
Yeah? Okay. I used to eat Subway every day. Literally every day. I would have Subway after lunch or after school.
What was your go-to?
Ooh, 6-inch Italian urban cheese, turkey and cheese, and like every vegetable ever.
Yeah.
Which now, looking back, those vegetables are probably not even nutritious. I just thought I was getting nutrients, but I wasn't.
Yeah, their meat too. It's like it wasn't.
I don't even think that's real meat.
No, but you thought it was healthy because of their marketing.
Good old marketing works wonders. I'm learning that in a very harsh capacity of just being a woman trying to survive in 2023.
It's tough.
It is.
Yeah.
Everything is leached with chemicals and toxins.
Brutal.
They're trying to kill us. Everything. Like I read some statistic that's like staggering and I'm going to butcher it, but a woman that wears very little makeup and like uses just a very average woman, if you will, is absorbing like hundreds of chemicals a day and toxins just from the basic toothpaste, moisturizer, sunscreen, any mascara, shampoo, leave-in conditioner, shave gel, anything, lotion. Then you just woke up. You just got out of the shower. You're already dying. You got to walk into the kitchen. Yeah. Don't even get me started there.
Don't take an everything shower. You're going to be loaded with chemicals.
Yeah. No, but now I feel like more and more people are trying to make a push towards a non-toxic life. And so there are brands that are trying to do right by the customer and to be very transparent with their ingredient labels and to also provide a product that doesn't have 1.5 million chemicals. However, there's a lot of liars out there. They'll say something's organic. You turn around and you look at the ingredients, has titanium dioxide in it. That ain't organic.
Mostly towards females, though. You're saying like for reproduction purposes?
Yeah. I mean, yes, that's how mine started. When I was going to freeze my eggs, I tried to pay more attention to my overall health from top to bottom. And one of them that I had kind of been avoiding because I knew it's difficult and it's expensive to kind of like flush out all the stuff you have and start rebuying it. And each product that is cleaner is more expensive. So something that I used to be able to depend on it being $12 is now $68. That's a big jump. It's overwhelming. I honestly go down like rabbit holes trying to figure out how to manage it where it doesn't consume my life. You don't want to be that person, but just making knowledgeable decisions when I I try to not shop in store anymore. Try to do it online. So then I can look at the ingredients and actually see what I'm doing. Just have it shipped to my house.
That's smart.
Yeah. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, I don't like beat myself up over it if I tried something that ended up not being as clean as they thought.
You do that with food as well, where you can get it from home?
Yes.
I try services or like Whole Foods delivery.
Yeah. I mean, I just am a big Trader Joe's gal, but I don't know, grocery shopping, I've kind of changed my tune on because I enjoy the process of it because I think I don't have anybody waiting for me at home. I don't have kids that are hungry. I don't have a husband that's like, where's dinner? So I think my experience in the grocery store as a whole is different because I can take the time to read the labels and see what I'm eating. So food is a little different because I feel like it's more, if you pick up the back of a food thing and it just says water, vinegar, oranges, and salt, you're like, okay, I can read all of those. That is a lot easier I feel like to digest than when I pick up the back of like a face wipe and it has what looks like Japanese and I can't figure out if that's a toxin or not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like food is pretty plain and simple. When it comes to products, beauty products, like some things just have a scary name, but they're not actually that bad. But I'm not that intelligent to know off the top of my head what that is.
Yeah. It's a lot of junk in there.
A lot of junk.
A lot of junk in the trunk. And the best part about Halloween is that now that means the better holidays are here. We got Thanksgiving and Christmas. When is it too soon to start setting up for Christmas? Because I am already seeing lights in my neighborhood.
4th of July.
All right.
That's when I think it's too early to start talking. Well, are you a guy that goes from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas, or do you skip?
I don't skip. No. I think the rule should be as soon as Thanksgiving is done, you start setting up for Christmas that next day.
So do you put any Thanksgiving or Halloween decor up? When you say I don't skip, you mean you basically just get to the day and move forward?
I don't put anything up I don't put lights, trees, Christmassy stuff up until Thanksgiving.
You're basically just waiting out the clock is what you're saying.
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like there's an order.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like it's just you don't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't want to take away the attention from Thanksgiving
Why?
because you got to let Thanksgiving come.
Okay. I just feel like, what are we celebrating at Thanksgiving that's just like so important that you can't have a tree in your living room?
Well, what do you put up for decorations for Thanksgiving?
I don't.
So you just have pumpkins up now?
I got pumpkins and a little ghost thing and like a little
corn on the
scarecrow
cob
guy.
action. Corn on the cob is like
Oh yeah, like corn
Thanksgiving.
stalks.
Corn
Yeah, I don't
stalks.
have. Maybe one day when I have an adult house, I'll have each individual holiday and their
Right.
decor. But I do a tame Halloween. I don't really do anything for Thanksgiving because I don't wait until after Thanksgiving to put my Christmas stuff up.
Yeah, I'll leave my Halloween stuff up I'll leave the pumpkins out until Thanksgiving.
I agree with that. I feel like why not? You only
Yeah.
have them for a short period of time in general throughout the year anyway. You might as well
Right.
rock them until they start smelling rank, and then you got to get rid of them.
Yeah, but I don't know about the Christmas lights and Christmas trees. Actually, I'm gonna die on that hill. You can't set up until the day after Thanksgiving, and then take down the week after New Year's.
Here's the thing. You can think all you want, but until you pay my mortgage, I can do whatever I want inside my home. And for me, that's not going to fly. I change basically out of like a Halloween mode. And then once like November rolls around and we do daylight savings and it gets dark at 3 p.m., that's when I start bringing out the Christmas cheer. Now, in my full blown like winter wonderland, November 7th, no. But I start to dabble. And the first thing that goes up is the tree because I love the light it provides and I love the coziness it provides to my living room. And then from there, after Thanksgiving, I put the rest of the Christmas decor up. But that tree be coming up as soon as the sun goes down.
It is cozy. That's why I like putting it up as soon as possible.
So then why do you hold yourself again? Like there are no rules. You could put it up right now.
But then you also don't enjoy it as much if it's there for so long.
See, that's spoken like someone who gets to live in their house all week and I don't. I'm only there for a couple days a week.
Throw a tree in your bus.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. What about when you were a kid? Were there rules then? Because when I was a kid, we didn't put the Christmas tree up until the night of Thanksgiving. It was
Yeah,
like a thing
I think-
we ate and then put it up.
Yeah, we did it like the day after, the week after.
I
What
think,
about fake versus real?
well, I mean, I would love to have a real Christmas tree, but I don't have the means to do so. I have a fake one. And then I put those little smelly things in it so it smells like it's real.
What are the means to do so?
The time, the money, the strength, the non-pissed off mood of all the pine needles stabbing me in the foot while I'm walking in my kitchen. And anything that would just not be, it's easier to go to my attic, pull it down and make it look pretty. Gets the same effect.
You're a big Christmas girl, though. Wouldn't you like to go out to a farm, pick out the tree,
Mhm.
cut it down?
Yeah.
Bring it back.
I would, but that's one more thing that I have to do. If I already have a million things going on for holidays, it's like, this is good enough for right now. If I had a family and it was like an event, I think that would be lovely. But if it's like just me mobbing out in like my Hyundai Tucson, like I'm good.
Throw it on top of the Tucson.
Do you have a real tree?
I've got a fake one.
How are you going to grill me about this real tree business and you got a fake
No,
one?
I'm a real tree guy.
Obviously not. You just said you have a fake one.
You were with me when I got the fake tree. We went to Home Depot for the gym.
Okay, but it's still fake.
It's a really nice one.
It's
I
still
really
fake.
like it.
Okay, but you just said that
It's got the what's it called? Fluffing,
flocking,
flocking.
where it looks like it snowed on it.
Yeah, and it's got the lights that are already in it, and then you just plug it in. It looks really real.
Okay.
But I am more of a real tree guy.
But
for
you're
sure.
not though, because you just told us that your tree isn't real.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You're a lot of rules for someone that doesn't follow them.
Yeah, but I follow the timeline.
Are you going to do it this year? What if you're busy because you're about to have a baby and you got to get the tree up before the baby comes?
Oh, I know. That's a big question.
What are you going to do?
We'll play it by ear.
Your top 3 best Halloween costumes you've had in your life. Couple, solo, with your dogs, without your dogs, with anyone that may, I don't know, your dad, your sisters. Top 3. What are the top 3 Halloween costumes you have participated in your 30, almost 8 years of life? Shawn Booth.
Top 3?
Top 3, baby.
You know what? I'm going to go with one of those with my dog. I was a UPS delivery man, and he was also a UPS delivery man holding a package.
Okay. That's your number 3? I'm sure you love that because wasn't that a thirst trap one? You were wearing like booty shorts. Your balls were going to fall out the side.
Yeah, I just love it when my balls are hanging out.
It looked like it. I'm going to find that picture
I can't
actually.
wait for this. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me find it. Okay, that was 3.
I liked ones where my balls weren't hanging out of my shorts. Like when I was a kid, I was big into being a race car driver. I don't know why. I like the driver's suit and the helmet. I thought the helmet was super cool.
Were you ever a repeat costume kid?
No, never.
Oh, only one and done.
You can't be a
Okay.
repeat costume kid.
So you loved being the race car driver only once?
No, I probably wore it throughout the year.
Okay, yeah.
Like grabbing the helmet out of my closet. I liked being Superman. Superman was cool when I was a little kid.
Okay.
The red boots.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I realize it's a lot of tight fitting costumes. That
Nothing's changed, my dude. You still wear leggings like literally 3 times a week.
That's incorrect.
So that's top 3. UPS, race car, and then Superman's your number 1?
Ninja Turtles was a good one.
Do you know what the number 3 is?
What's that?
Not 4, which is what you've given me.
Yep. Just an honorable mention.
Okay, honorable mention.
Yeah.
What about ones as
Also-
an adult too? I feel like you've had good adult costumes. Don't skip over those.
A lot of them with the dogs. Like I was a giraffe one year and Tucker was a lion. I enjoyed that one.
Wait, that's actually the contact photo when you call me. Is you dress like a
That's
giraffe
Yep.
when you wore it to the gym. I was something very random for that party as well.
We were Hocus Pocus last year. Nope, that was for Halloween. But I dressed up as Sarah Jessica Parker. That's right.
Your girl crush.
Girl crush, my witch crush. And what else?
We're
is
on
there?
like number 9 now. Top
Yeah,
3.
We're going down the list right now.
Wow, Shawn, you used to have such a beard. I'm creeping on your Instagram right now. That is a wild beard.
That's pretty thick.
That is thick with 3 C's, my dude.
Yeah, I'll get that back in December.
You gonna go for it?
It's mustache season.
A nice
in
little
few
face
days.
sweater?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, talk about Movember. I know you're big into that.
Yeah, Movember coming soon. Can't wait. Rock your mustaches. Ladies, you're welcome to join. And all you gotta do is move. And we're gonna raise money. It's gonna be fun. You gonna hop on my team?
Can I grow my mustache out?
Yeah, it's a perfect excuse to grow your mustache out.
I mean, I'll think about it. I won't really be here, but I'll do my best from afar. How about that?
Yeah. How long does it take you, Andrew, to grow out your mustache?
I don't really ever shave it, but like all the way off, but probably like a week and a half.
Okay, so if you were to shave, the rule is for Movember, you're supposed to shave completely clean shaven.
See, I haven't been completely clean shaven in
Years. Yeah.
but also I can't grow a beard as cool as yours. I would kill someone to have your beard.
And you've tried it, it just doesn't.
It just doesn't. It's just
Grows in a little
patchy
patchy.
and gross on the cheeks. So I just keep it short. Have a little bit of scruff.
That's wild. It's just like the luck of the draw with that.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It annoys me so much because I would love to have a good beard, and like you, Alex, all our friends have good beards.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't have a bad beard. No, it just doesn't come in
It just doesn't
thick
come
with
in
3
thick.
C's.
Alex, you got a good beard over there. Yeah.
But
There's
you know-
really nothing you can do.
What'd you say?
Not to rub it in, Andrew.
Yeah, God didn't give me anything, man. What the
Oh,
heck?
don't say that, Andrew. You're great. Who cares? You have great teeth.
Hey, thanks.
You have a great mouth. Yes, good for
Hey,
you.
thanks.
That's
There you go.
very important.
Yeah.
You do. You have a great smile, and I feel like we should not skip over that. Something we should skip over is how short Shawn's shorts are in this UPS that I
Yeah.
found on his Instagram.
Balls hanging out of the left side right
Literally, they're close. October 29th, 2019, you just almost got arrested.
2019. Look at Tucker in that. That's crazy.
Also, what is happening with this chicken leg?
What?
Your leg. Oh, Tucker. That's a good boy right there.
That's cute. Look at his face.
Oh,
So
that's a
white.
cute boy.
Yeah, UPS delivery guy. That'd be a sweet job. I'd love to be a UPS or a FedEx man.
Hey, you're not dead. Maybe you will.
Yeah. You get to ride around all day. You're by yourself. You get some exercise, carrying the boxes.
It'd be a cool job to do like twice a week, 5 days a week. I think you're getting pretty tired of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very physical.
Yeah.
That's a lot on your feet. That's a lot of lifting. You have no idea what the weight is of what people are ordering.
Yeah, no way.
I truly feel bad when I get something delivered heavy to my house. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Are
Someone
you
really
one of those
worked
people
hard.
that? No, I know you're not. not many people are, but I've seen on TikTok where these people just leave out all these treats for the delivery people. Like they'll have a cooler outside their house.
give in the summer. I definitely give them water if I catch
But
them.
you don't have
they're
like a
there.
cooler set up.
No, I don't really
Yeah.
have a front area conducive to that.
Yeah.
Maybe one day in my adult house where I host trick or treating and people don't have to walk all the way up my driveway to get a king size candy bar.
Well, there you go. One day we'll get you an adult house. You'll
Yeah.
have a real Christmas tree.
Mhm.
And
It's gonna be a good time, and all the UPS drivers are gonna love it because there's gonna be snacks galore.
snacks galore. Well, everybody, hopefully you enjoy your Halloween tomorrow night. We had a fun time talking with you. Team on 3.